Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Tinya Ultralight backpacking camping chair, and this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful, I'll put a link to this in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here we have the product manual. It has QR codes here. It says fixed foot design, 900D thick Oxford cloth, so that would be a polyester, mesh breathable fabric, 7075 aviation aluminum, aluminum alloy pipe joint, anti-slip plastic Bigfoot cover. So step 1, open the stand. Note, the tubes must be inserted into the plastic parts. Step 2, install the seat cover. Note, put the mesh fabric on the top of the chair, insert fabric to the top holes, then put the fabric on the bottom holes. So we have a bag here. So this is the seat material. You can see we have a mesh here and the fabric. Looks like we have a spare foot here and a carabiner. So I think this is so you can clip it onto a backpack or something. Carabiner has a little bottle opener on it too. And here's the chair. So the way these work is you have these aluminum poles and they have elastic inside of them. So to collapse it, you would lift this up and fold it over. And then to assemble it, you put them in the holes, like so. And I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to switch locations so we have a more open area. Okay, so I have all of the poles placed into these plastic connector pieces. Now I need to put the chair on these parts. So I'm going to set this on the ground. So it will look like that. The two long poles will be up. Those will be the back of the chair. So this is the chair fabric, and the mesh will go in the back and the solid part will go where your butt will sit. So it has these little pockets here on the corners. I'll place these over the top poles and then I'll place them over the bottom holes. So for this last one I'm going to have to stretch this to get it on. Put my finger in there to make the pocket a little bigger. And I'm just pushing down with my right hand until it slips into the pocket. And I'm not pushing with extreme force. I am, doing steady force. Let's see if that is all the way down. And you push it in, get it in there, and you're good to go. So this isn't all that strong until you get the fabric on it. When I say not all that strong is, you can pull these out. But now that I have the fabric in, that's tight in there. So you can take this bag and mount it on the chair. We'll just put it over these chair legs here. Like so. So there we have our chair. So now I'm going to sit in it. I'm around 6 foot, 200 pounds, give or take. I'm going to back this up and then maybe go sideways with the chair. So I find these chairs to be very comfy, but I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of chairs like this. This is pretty compact when it's in its little bag, so it's easy to carry. It's easy to take camping. It fits in the car easy. You can carry it on your backpack. You can just carry it with you on a hike. You could probably attach it to a belt or something, or a day pack. So that's a very nice thing about that. It takes up very low room in storage. If you live in an apartment and you like to camp, you probably don't want a bunch of big gear. I live in a whole house and I don't like big stuff, so it's nice that it's very small and compact when it's folded up. This sits pretty low to the ground. I find that very comfortable when sitting in a chair that I'm low to the ground. It can be a little more difficult to get up. I can get up fairly well, but if you have bad knees or something and you have trouble getting up from low chairs, this may not be a good option for you. This chair also requires that you put it together. So if you have like a traditional folding chair, you can just pop it open and sit down. So typically with a chair like this, I would take it to a campsite, I would set it up, have my camping experience, then when I'm done I would take it down. If you want a chair that you can just deploy quickly and put away quickly, this may not be your best option. So the feet on these can go into soft soil, and that's similar to captain's chairs. I find that pretty much any chair that you're going to take camping is going to have that issue. The reason being is that to not go into really soft soil, you have to have, you know, huge feet on here. You could maybe get like an old school chair that had a bar across it too, but those are going to be bulky and take up a lot of weight. So that deficiency in this chair is similar to other chairs that you're going to potentially take camping. I don't have that problem very often, but occasionally I'll go to a campsite that has kind of sandy soil or really weak soil if it's really muddy. In those instances, you can get, you know, a piece of wood to put under here, a rock, but I tend to find that there's usually a spot that's not super soft. Looking at the material, it has the solid bottom on it and it has the mesh on the sides and back. So if your back gets hot, I like having that mesh there. This flexes, so it really kind of conforms to your body. I like the aluminum poles. It's kind of hard to show on camera here, but they have a little bit of a texture to them too, so they're easy to grip. It has a Velcro strap on the metal bar here, so you can strap all this together. I've seen other chairs like this that didn't have that strap, and it can be hard to kind of keep all this together while you're putting it in the bag. So I'm going to take it apart now. I'll just take the poles out of the bottom. Then I'll take them out of the top. I'll fold this up. Not sure exactly how to fold it, but maybe I'll fold it in half. Fold it over itself like so. So here you just pull the legs out and put them all towards the center. Then pull the chair supports out, do the same thing. This is two-piece here. Oops. There we go, we have the Velcro. So I have the back in there. The frame. There we go. So we have these loops here that you could use to mount this on your backpack. You can maybe put that around a belt too even. And then it has little hooks on here so you could mount other things on here with carabiners and such, or you could use these to tie it to something. And the bag has a ripstop kind of a texture on it. So that's the Tinya Ultralight camping chair. I like this style of chair because they're lightweight, they're small. I think they're very comfortable to sit in. You're kind of sitting in a sling, so it's almost like being in a hammock. So if you want a chair that's comfortable but doesn't take up a lot of room, I think this is the way to go. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.